Well, hello there. So now that the dust of the content nuke has settled, it's finally time to look into some of the responses people gave about the nuke. And boy howdy, are some of these responses bad, by the way. People like Denims and Mike from PA, and even Ludwig weighed in on the situation. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Chief. None of these responses add anything to the discussion or even change how people feel about Ethan's video at all. It's all deflections as per usual from Hasan and his orbiters. So we're just gonna go through all the stupid arguments people made to try and deflect from the video and probably point and laugh at them. Let's start with Ludwig. Ludwig brought up Destiny, a name you will hear constantly throughout the defenses of these people. Essentially though, Ludwig is all pissy that Ethan got the years wrong when it comes to Frogan and the Rising Star Award. Ethan claimed that she won and then was nominated again. However, that's not true actually. She was nominated and lost and then got nominated again next year and then won.
Is this one clip right here? I'll play it for you.
Favorite detail in which you would get front page placement all year long.
Now, just quick recap. Ethan made a video about Hasan. In it, he talks about Frogan, who I think is a mod for Hasan, or was a mod at some point.
This is actually my favorite detail about Frogan. She won a Rising Star Award at the Streamer Awards, an award show put on by her friends. And then the next year, guys, she gets nominated for Rising Star again. Are they?
Now, I tried messaging to deal with it offline, but this is just wrong. But that's not the problem. The problem here is that he goes on to say, oh, she won an award and then got nominated the next year, and then has a joke about how that's like Mario Kart.
Does this change Ethan's point? No, absolutely not. Ethan also made a post pointing out how Ludwig is mad about the chestnuts roasting over an open fire clip.
If you are able to look at women who are not selling themselves or better.
Probably one of the funniest things Ethan has ever done. Meanwhile, he's back to streaming with Atrioc. Pretty decent point, I'd say. Now let's talk about another of Hasan's pathetic orbiters, Mike from PA. If you have no idea who Mike from PA is, don't worry, because you might know him from this clip.
That's fine. I think that's fine. So if a guy pays for my tab,
I think I'm getting your attention. I feel like I touched like a vampire touching holy water.
can I help you?
I think they want to go in.
Okay.
Mike from PA has had a rather pathetic response to this whole drama. He's been saying that Ethan made this video as a way to run defense for Destiny of all people. He says how taken aback he was that Ethan made a video on Hasan after a large video came out about Destiny, saying Ethan's just trying to cover Destiny's sex crimes, even though Ethan has said Destiny should go to jail.
It was only yesterday I became aware that Destiny had recorded me while we had sex without my consent.
That is so.
That to me is like the worst. That's like a go to jail type of crime.
And then sharing it on top of that, it's
Distribution.
Filming without consent is like
Freak.
it's a terrible crime. It's just a terrible crime.
By the way, the Destiny video he's talking about was made by Ryan Beard. Very good video. Ryan also came out to say he disagrees with the idea Ethan made this video to cover for Destiny, so based.
Oh, Ryan Beard, for some reason you're not in chat, but you messaged me. I guess your message wasn't popping up. I can manually override that if there's any issues or whatever. I'll do that after the stream. For some reason my messages aren't going through. I just want to clarify that Mike claiming Ethan was trying to distract from my video is ridiculous. I have absolutely nothing against Ethan's video.
Mike also got really mad that Ethan called him fat, saying he used edited stuff from DGG to make him look fat, but the image isn't fake at all. In fact, there's a video of it? This isn't the end from Mike from PA though, because he gets even more pathetic. Let's talk about the lawsuit Ethan Klein is currently facing. So Ethan's currently facing a lawsuit from his former housekeeper, a lawsuit I will not be commenting on because it isn't my place and it's an actual lawsuit being handled civilly. Court is still out on the lawsuit, so as of now I will not say whether Ethan treated his housekeeper bad or not. However, Mike from PA is just more than happy to go guns blazing, saying Ethan Klein fired his housekeeper because she requested time off for hernia surgery. That's just so low and vile. He then must have realized this was a bad look, so he walked it back immediately. I want to make sure that everyone knows that these are accusations that are currently being pursued in a legal case against Ethan. I don't have first-hand knowledge. If you thought this is already the lowest it gets, no, it gets lower, because Mike from PA takes it a step further when he calls the lawyer of the woman suing Ethan on stream
racist, like literally. Like he doesn't know what Turkish people look like, so he's just calling Hasan's mom a Hispanic lady. Also, the idea of like he's just making bullshit accusations. to distract from the fact he's being sued for being a terrible employer. What a fucking scumbag. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm sure they know this, but I'm gonna call up the attorneys of that lawsuit and let them know, just to make sure they're like, I'm assuming they're aware, but honestly, they might not be. And I think Ethan's like, you know, his show would be kind of useful for them. So that I'm gonna do that real quick.
Or a much needed
All right,
vacation.
chat. I gave a call over to her. I gave a call. I talked to them, and they're gonna be looking into it. I just figured no one would actually reach out to the attorneys and be like, "Hey, the guy you're suing is like defaming your client and talking about the case. So you should probably take a look at that." So I gave them a heads up. Honestly, I should do like an H3 snark day. It would be kind of funny.
I don't even think I need to explain why this is morally and apprehensively wrong. This guy literally is actually meddling with real lawsuit cases because he's pissed off that Hasan was called a terrorist. The last person I want to dig into is Denims. Popular for going on stream to say she wouldn't criticize someone because they're on the left.
Perspective, and this is not going to be the perspective of everyone online, and that's fine. My perspective is, I don't like to spend my time going after other people that are on the left, right? And that's just because I think my time is better spent.
Denims is by far one of the dumbest people I have ever came across on the internet. We already talked about how her and Frogan got clip champed on the same part of Ethan's video before at the exact same time in the exact same way. But it seems like she just cannot get enough of this because she did a full reaction to the content nuke, and good fucking god was it bad. Essentially, Denims watches a clip of Hasan saying something pretty objectively fucking bad, and her response is to try and steer away from it in any way possible. We get an example of that early on when she sees the clip of Hasan saying he wants capitalists to be put in re-education camps.
Socialist country with multiple parties, and one of the parties is a capitalist party, which would surely exist.
Yeah.
What would you do if that party started gaining momentum?
The solution to that would always be education and offering more
re-education?
Re-education, certainly, yeah. There should be an enforcement mechanism, and in that enforcement mechanism, I think like rehabilitation, which would include re-education as well.
If putting capitalists in re-education camps isn't disturbing enough, I started to notice that Hasan was carrying a lot of...
I don't fucking know. Probably in the clip where he literally says that. Also, yeah, if re-education camps sound bad, it's because they are. By the way, despite being a reaction streamer, Denim sucks at reacting, so there's a lot of silence that had to be cut out. She accuses Ethan of taking Hasan out of context and then says Hasan has a case for defamation.
What? Isn't it weird that a lot of these clips are like 5 seconds short? Okay, I've been holding off on saying it, but I'm actually going to say it now. That is, I would argue that that's getting very close to defamation, if not already defamation.
I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I would love to see Hasan try and sue Ethan. Please do it. She watches the clip of Hasan saying Israel should have just dismantled their borders after October 7th.
Of a one-state solution. Their theory is that after the October 7th attack, Israel should just dissolve its borders and let Hamas enter Israel unrestrained.
Borders. What do you think Israel should have done in response to October 7th?
Instead of indiscriminately bombing Gaza, I think the first thing to do in that situation would be to dismantle the government in the way that it existed, like get Netanyahu out of power.
Okay. So you're saying Israel in response... Hold on, dude. You're saying in response to this attack, Israel should have dismantled their own government.
First set of actions would be to democratically take Netanyahu out of power. Yes.
The problem is that
I don't understand what I was supposed to get offended by.
Denims watches the clip where Hasan interviews the terrorist, blatantly watching the clip where Hasan says this kid is a rebel, yet she's so retarded she either doesn't see it or she's malicious and just blatantly ignored it.
They call him Timothy Chalamet because he's a...
Bro, are we about to have a rebel on?
I'm sure he's going to present evidence of him being a Houthi.
on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a...
I mean, she really tries to do anything possible to make it seem like this kid wasn't a when Hasan literally before the stream said he was. And, you know, only said he wasn't after it blew up in his face. Now, the last clip from Denims I want to show relates to the sexual abuse happening to hostages. One of the girls came out about how she was raped daily, and Ethan, in a semi-joking way, tells Hasan to call this girl a liar based on how Hasan has said it doesn't matter if it happened on October 7th. Ethan said this mostly as a joke towards Hasan, assuming, you know, no one would actually do this, right? Well, Denims did this.
Needs a kit from a mutilated...
Wait, wasn't this disproven? Was this clip from her disproven? Is he gonna play the clip of her saying anything?
Yeah, these people are all gross. None of these people should have a platform or a prominent place in the political sphere at all. And if Dan Clancy was even remotely smart, he would probably kick all of these people off the platform. With that, though, I'm probably going to wrap the video up here. I don't know. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe, I guess. And I don't know. Later.